Today I have a brand new shirt and pattern. If that's something that you want to see, stick around. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, KGFL Creations. This is another episode of Friday Sews. As you know, Friday Sews is the day that we talk about what has been going on in our sewing room, what are the plans that we have for the weekend and the week ahead, and if there's anything happening, talk a little bit about life. As you can see, I am wearing my new shirt. Yes, I finished it. Yes, I did finish it. I am so happy. So happy. I am extremely happy with this shirt. It came out so nice. This rayon linen blend, it is really nice and soft. It did fray a little bit while I was working on it, but it came out really cute. I really like this shirt. The top here, this is a dolman sleeve shirt. This is the camp style collar. I think that's what it's called, camp style. Yeah, and really cute. I am going to insert a little video which I recorded a little earlier. I went outside and I recorded for you guys to see. First, I have it with the white pants and sneakers. This is a way that I would wear to go to work. Actually, I believe I'm going to wear it to go to work next week. And this other one here, I changed and I put some Bermuda shorts and with a little white sandal. It's a way that I would go out on the weekend. I don't know if I would put this one out on a weekend. This shirt is really nice. Now let's talk a little bit about this shirt. I am going to insert a couple of pictures for the instructions. I didn't print the instruction pamphlet. I was looking through it with my iPad. I decided not to print it. It's a lot of pages, so I was just going through the iPad, but I'll insert a little picture here of the lady wearing it with the stripes, and the other one, she tied it up right here, actually a little bit higher, but it looks really cute. And yeah, I really like this shirt. I am going to show you the inside. I'm gonna go and remove this shirt so I can show it to you what's the inside and all the finishing, how interesting everything was. I learned a lot of different things this time around with the how to put the interfacing. It was different. How to sew the yoke. That was very different. A lot of different things, and I did learn a lot with this new Cashemerette pattern. Like I told you before on my last video, I did watch Whitney from Tomcat Stitchery. I had her going on my iPad. I had her on YouTube and I had opened the instructions, so I would go back and forth between Whitney and the instructions, so I can go ahead and just go back and forth one and the other, and so I can go through the making of this shirt. Came out really nice. Interfacing only for the front here, interfacing for one of the pieces of the collar, and put interfacing on this little fold thing here for the arm. This is, yeah, the armband here. I think that's what it's called right here. As you can see, the yoke comes a little forward here. It's not straight up here. It does come a little bit forward. And yeah, so it cuts right here. And the back, there's the full yoke with all of this nice gathering right here, which is really nice. It is a little bit longer in the back. I don't know if you can see it here. Maybe you did see it in the photos that I took outside. Let me just lower it here so you can see that. Let's see. Yeah, it's lower in the back and a little higher up in the front right here, which is really, really nice. It covers what we don't want to show, the whole tush, the whole bottom. Yeah, it's really, I am in love with this shirt. I am really, really in love with this shirt. I want to make another one for me. And guess what? When my daughter saw it, she asked me to make one for her too. Yeah, always like that, always like that. But it won't be this week because I'm already doing something else. So she's gonna have to wait until I have some time to make one shirt for her. Actually, I have to print another pattern because I did this one in a 16, yeah, 16 with the CD cup. And yeah, I did not grade out to anything. It was just a whole 16 with the CD cup. Now I'm going to take this off so I can show it to you, the inside of this shirt. I am back. I changed into another t-shirt. This is one of my classic tee. Okay, let's talk about this Haskell shirt here. I'm gonna take it off of the hanger so I can show it to you guys. First, the interfacing on this placket here. I had never done this before. The interfacing, she tells you to put first the interfacing right sides together with the glue on the top, so you're not ironing anything as of yet. You put first interfacing and then you sew at the edge with the I think it was 1/2 inch seam allowance. You sew the whole thing, the interfacing right here. This is sewn right there, and then you cut to be like 1/8 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch to 1/8 of an inch. You cut it all the way down, all the way around. You turn it. Then now the glue face is going to be with the fabric, and then you iron it, and it just stays together. It was something so different. I had never seen this before. What I would usually do is put the glue with the fabric and then iron it, right? And then just serge this edge right here. Just serge the whole thing, nicely finished. That's it. But no, this was different. It was very, very interesting. I had never seen this one before. Learned something new, and I do like this finish right here. Look at this. And this is the inside right there. It's all sewn in, and after ironing, everything is in. So that was number one new thing that I've done. And then the other one was this finish here on the inside. Look at this finish right here. Everything is enclosed. It is a very, very neat way of doing it. She teaches in the, it is written in the instructions, but I did watch Whitney's video again and again and again. I was going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Because, you know, this little thing here, it's a bit tricky. But once you do it, you're like, wow, this is unbelievable. Such a nice finish up here, right here. Everything is enclosed. Very, very nice. Right there. And then here at the sides, I did serge the edges of everything right here. The bottom, I made my own little bias tape, bias binding. I didn't want to buy anything. I had enough of this fabric here, so I just made mine. And so the whole bottom hem has this bias binding right here. I don't know if the light is going to let you guys see this. I hope so. So this is the inside, is is as clean as the outside. But something that I forgot to do. So I always forgot to do this. Forgot to put a label in. But it's okay. This one, I know which one is front and back because it does have the opening, you know, with the buttons. And yeah, so no need for a label right here, but I would have liked to have a little label saying, yes, I made it, or something like that. Just like the one I made for my daughter last week. That one Rhapsody blouse. So yeah, this was really, really interesting way of doing things. There was a top stitching that went all the way around. At the time that I put the bias tape down at the hem, it was a time to, you know, top stitch the whole thing all the way around, going around. I did the buttonholes. I had to test the buttonholes on my machine. I had to get some fabric out. I cut a piece of the fabric so I can do it, and to test it, make sure that everything was okay and it was working. She called for 6 buttons, but I ended up putting 7 buttons. I wanted a little bit more closeness between the buttons, so I used 7 buttons instead of 6 buttons. And one thing that I did for the first time ever, I attached the buttons using my sewing machine. Yes, I did it. I saw Whitney doing it, and she showed how to do it. She measured, and then she put the Scotch tape on top. I never thought of that. I never saw that before. Put the Scotch tape, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to do it. So I looked for my little foot. I couldn't find it anywhere. I was going, looking. It wasn't in this little thing right here for the machine. And I was like, where is it? So I had to go and look in my little catch-all caddy right there. I have a bunch of little baggies with some stuff. So I found my the foot for sewing the buttons. And I was like, okay, let me try this. I put my machine in a 0 length, and then I tested the width of the no, I put the 0 length right here, and then I tested the width of the zigzag, how far I needed to go. First, I did it by hand because I wanted to see how it was going. I didn't want to break a needle or anything. I don't want needles flying off on me. So the first button, I always test at the bottom here. I never try to do anything up here. Something happens down here, it's not right in your face. So same thing that I did with the buttonholes. I started at the bottom, right here. This was my first buttonhole. So always start at the bottom. So I started with this one. I made it by hand, just cranking it, making sure that it was going, and it worked. It worked. So after that, I went and then I did all the other ones all the way up to the top. One thing that I did that Whitney didn't do, she would just cut her threads, but her machine does finish the seam. Mine doesn't. I have an old machine. So what I did, I just left long tails, and I just pulled them to the inside, and I just tied them up just to make sure that they're nice and secure, so my buttons wouldn't go flying anywhere. Yes, first time. I was so happy when I finished and I showed it to my daughter. I'm like, look what I did. And she's like, what happened? I'm like, I put the buttons on my machine for the first time. I know, I'm silly. Yeah, very, very happy with the shirt. I'm back, and I had to put my shirt back again because I like this shirt so much. Now let's talk about what are the plans that I have for this weekend and for the week ahead. I showed you guys all that fabric that I had purchased from Hobby Lobby, the cotton jersey, the black, the leopard print, and the polka dot, and the gray. All of that is washed. Everything is washed already. So I want to do a couple of t-shirts because I need some t-shirts to go to work. But I want to make, instead of just making the classic tee I know, I love the classic tee by Love Notions. That's my favorite t-shirt pattern. But I want to also make the Eustace shirt by Cashmerette. That was one of the patterns that was in her book. I don't remember which book it was, if it was the Sewing the Curve or Ahead of the Curve. Whichever one it is, I'll put the book up here and I'll put the photo of the model wearing it. And that's the one that I made the Battle of the Two T's. I made a t-shirt from the Cashmerette and I made a t-shirt from the Mini G book. So I want to retrace the Eustace top because it was a little bit big on me. So I want to retrace it in a smaller size. I liked the neckline. That's what drew me to that shirt, is the different neckline. It's not just a regular crew neck or V-neck, it's just, or boat neck. It looks like a little bit like a boat neck, but it's not that wide. It does not show the bra right here. So that's why I liked it. So I'm going to retrace that pattern so I can cut it in a smaller size. And with that, I think I'm also going to retrace the Mimi G from her book. I made it in a 2X and I didn't need the 2X. It was way too big. I still wear it, but it was too big. It was like hanging here and I did serge a little bit. I went in a little bit, but it was too big on me. So I have to go back and retrace it so I can have a couple of t-shirt patterns that I can use. That is not only the classic tee, which is my favorite, but you know, I have to do some other ones. Also, from all of the new look patterns that I got, I'm gonna look into that pile and see if there's anything in there, some nice shirts that I can make from that cotton jersey that I got from Hobby Lobby. That's it. That's all I have for you today. If you liked this video, please hit that like button below. And if you can please subscribe, it will mean a lot to me. I will see you on my next video. Bye.